Hey, what's up again, everybody? One Japan continues. Robert 184 showing you the sights and tastes of Japan. And I've arrived here in Himeji, and it's sort of cool because even just from the bullet train platform, as you pull into the station, if you look down the main street, you're going to see something that is pretty special here in Japan. From the front of the station, the way to Himeji Castle is all very clearly laid out. Tourist information over here, and rent a cycle as well. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And construction seems to be a major theme here. They're redoing the station. Well, they're not changing the map. And they are going to be working on the castle, which means we're going to be it's going to be a different kind of view from what you'd usually see if you came here. It's a long wait though, 2015, and in the meantime actually you get a totally different take on it. So let's go see what Himeji Castle's all about. Well, it's under construction. When you step out of the station, it's just a quick hop, skip, and a jump to the front of what I came to see. So here we are at the moat and the bridge, and heading into a main gate here towards Himeji Castle. And the reason why Himeji Castle is so important is for the pretty simple fact, A, it's one of the largest in Japanese history. I think it was number 2, only behind Edo in Tokyo. But what happened was, more importantly, is World War II took a huge toll on all the castles around Japan. Very few survived. I think only 4 did. And of the ones that did, this was by far the largest, the grandest, the most magnificent, which is why it's so important for local Japanese people and just for tourists from abroad. If you want to come see a castle, this is the one to see. Although Nagoya and Osaka do definitely have their charms as well. And it's sort of neat. Down that street there is the station, and hopefully when it's all revised, you're going to have a great view. But if you get an idea of just how large these grounds are, they are absolutely massive. At some point, apparently the moat all the way extended to the station, but even then it's going to take you a chunk of time to walk through it. Set some time aside, and I'm sure you'd enjoy it as well.
No jam. It'll be good.
He's very cute.
Yeah, she.
And through the main gate of the Otemon, you're going to see a massive open public grass area there. Lots of kids in there right now, but there is the actual castle itself. Now, since it's under reconstruction, I do really like the fact that they actually added the art on the outside of that cage there, because that's just going to give you an idea of how massive this is. From the train station, you may have seen in the video that you can see that part. Just imagine how big and bright it's going to be when this is all done and all shined up to its lustrous glory. But there ain't no such thing as a free castle here. You can come inside, walk your dogs, go jogging, bring your students here to let off some steam. But if you actually want to head into the grounds proper, inside the walls, it's going to be 400 yen. Guidebooks in lots of different languages, and a nicely etched map here that's not going to be applicable because there's about a third that you just can't go into right now. And it's the kind of place where just when you think you've got a good view of it, you're always going to step somewhere that's going to give you a total another different take on it. More walls, more armories, more archer positions. But it all leads up to that. But you can definitely enjoy the trip of getting there. And down some of the side paths here, the construction of the walls is always very interesting to look at. But especially the roofs, the tiles, and the cornerstones. Not to mention just the nice scenery. And this is what construction or reconstruction gets you. It's all going to pay off in a few years though, but you can't go in right now. I'd like to see some turtles trying to scale these walls. Yeah.
そんだけ喋れるわ。
Well, this is sort of neat. I've just been stopped and somebody said, check out that wall. Do you see the face? So can you there? We've got eyebrows, eyes, nose, and a mouth down at the bottom. And as always, friendly people to help you see these kinds of things. Well, what is any good castle lord to do besides adorn the top of his castle with decorations? Famous ones all over the country. I really like Nagoya's. But it sounds like, according to this, the oldest one to survive was from 1803. I wonder how this is going to fit into the reconstruction. And it's just been pointed out to me, this is a new area here that actually, the turrets, you would have gunners sitting up here. They're not going to have any screens there. This is just to protect people down below. But this was open and closable so that any Ninja Turtles who did try to attack would be sent flying. Well, sent somewhere anyway. And here we've got another great view. You can see all the way back to the original open area where we came in. The Western Keep over there. And you can just imagine coming here in the right season that you'd have even more greenery all around you. Some of the tools and various displays, including some of the innards here. But now this is nice. I have to say, the more you travel around Japan and the more you see local castles, sometimes they really start to blur together. So if you pay to go inside, generally they'll have a couple suits of armor inside. But it was funny, at the information center I was talking to an older lady who has been to over 100 castles, she said. 2 per prefecture. So 1 castle, Japan? Anyway, nonetheless, when you come here to Himeji, the way things are laid out and just the general quality of the displays here really set it apart and give you a feeling of being in that era. And there's a well, Okiku well, with a sad story. From then, her sad voice could be heard from the well every night. But after she was enshrined, no voice could be heard from the well. Every layer has its own beautiful grounds, but we're getting closer and closer to the real thing here. Again with that nice art on the outside. And that's not a train bridge there, but they can use it to get the goods and materials inside to fix this up. And it just sort of gives you an idea of the view that the lords of this 400-year-old castle would have been seeing. Anyway, everybody, One Japan continues. I'm going to wrap up this part here. Time to go check out what we can see of the construction. Thanks for watching.